MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our wonderful entrepreneurs out there who are out there every day trying to build a business, trying to build a legacy, trying to build wealth. And many of us are succeeding and many of us are, well, we're getting there. One of those entrepreneurs who is succeeding is Claude Pedro. He's the founder and CEO of CSP. Let's take a look.
So my name is Claude Pedro. I am the founder and managing director or owner of Communication Security Power Consulting. We, in essence, are a managed service provider across multiple service offerings, being IT, security, physical security, and cybersecurity, and then also in the solar space. We started CSP on the 17th of July, 2020. So we kind of grew organically. I think we were probably, by 2022, we were probably at around 5-6-ish staff members, sales, but predominantly on the installation side. Then we had the big surge when load shedding was rearing its ugly head, which we grew all the way up to, I think it was 12 or 13 staff. Absolute nightmare, having to manage all those staff and people. And then the slowdown came down literally in August that year. My father actually passed away and I was overseas. I had to be overseas and I left, and the company was left running, which almost closed down. It got that intense. So I decentralized everything, the management of it, to have everything separate, not everything needing my intervention in every single interaction and decision being made. So yeah, we whittled it down. Last year we whittled it down back down to about 4 core members, always having our own installations team on the solar side, and now I'm happy to report that we are officially now back up at 8, and going strong, but still with that same mindset in place where on the IT side and the power side specifically, we do everything ourselves because we have to guarantee support. That's the only differentiator in this market. We had massive growth on the IT side. We had almost double, upselling and working closer with our clients. I needed to become autonomous so that I can work on the business and not within the business necessarily. Working on the business means we can optimize, we can enhance, we can make everything a lot more efficient for ultimately our clients at the end of the day. It's about increasing service levels, processing things faster, doing better products, having strategic partnerships with, there's some awesome things out there. Obviously with the new products, the IT side is evolving daily. AI is something that everybody's cognizant of and having to keep abreast of that. But then obviously, translating that and making that more relevant for our clients into services and benefits. One of the hardest things while I'm running my business is entrusting or handing over the reins for a lot of the tasks or a lot of the responsibilities or decisions, which we have in place for the majority of it now, but completely to be able to know that it's going to be a fully autonomous animal or a machine that's running by itself. And that's essentially how to be able to know that I can still do it without needing to worry about potential, like I said, in 2023 in July, when I had to go away for a personal emergency. I came back and we almost had to close down. That's just the fear, if I'm not involved, which is something I need to just understand how to properly take the precautions and to build up to that point.
Right. You spoke about in the video that when you went away, the business took a lot of strain, right? You had a personal issue that you had to attend to, a health issue, or what was it that actually broke? Could you be specific about what broke in the business? Was it the sales side? Was it the operations? Was it everything? What broke?
Pretty much everything. And the reason being is because I was the center of all the spokes. Everyone had a reliance on me to make a decision, to fulfill a task, needing my approval. And yes, I had to be away for a month, and I obviously saw the the massive failure or the flaw in that in running a business like that.
And did you do that from a control perspective, feeling that you needed control, or was it just ignorance? You can be honest or
Bit of
not.
both, to be honest with you, bit of both. One of the hardest things that I've had is letting go.
Yeah.
To let go and let other people do what you do. So, but from an ignorance perspective, you always think that you're capable of doing a degree of responsibility. And when you're not there to be able to do it, that's when you unfortunately find out that it's not possible,
And when you came back, did you go through a sequence of first I'm going to fix this piece and then that piece, or didn't you have that luxury? You had to try and do all of the fixing all at the same time?
So fortunately, on the IT side, so our business, obviously, we've got the managed IT and we've got the managed power solutions.
Yeah.
Fortunately, on the IT side, I had who's now my fiance running the department who'd come in for that reason to manage. She was doing a great job, and it wasn't the level of input needed on that front wasn't as much as on the power side. So it was a lot easier, but yes, there was a lot of intervention that needed to happen, and very quickly, because we had 13, 14 staff, whatever the number was at that specific time, nothing coming in, nothing being installed, and it was critical at that critical point.
And now, just to look in the organization from a structure perspective, can you give me just a very high level, what's the structure right now in terms of departments? How many people? How do the departments work?
Sure. So currently at the moment we're fortunately on the growth spurt.
Yes.
So we're back up to 8 employees now. We were 4 employees the first quarter of the year.
Yeah.
I handle predominantly the back end running of the business, the main operations and things that need my attention, and then also the sales division. I now have Lauren, who is my operations manager. She handles projects, implementations, and the support desk across both divisions. So she'll manage the technicians, she'll manage the clients. Obviously, we have with our support desk, and it works pretty well, to be honest with you, right now.
So who's in charge of sales?
I am.
Who's in charge of finance?
I am, ultimately.
Who's in charge of ops? Is your fiance?
Yes, Lauren.
Okay. Who's in charge of HR?
HR is, as and when we've had a lot to do recently. Lauren does compile the information, but yes, more Lauren, I would say, handling the specifics or case by case.
And do you have any other departments?
Accounting, we've got an outsourced partner that we're very close with.
And who did they report into, you or Lauren?
I meet with them.
So, and how often? Because it feels like Lauren is the most senior person there, other than you.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct, yes.
So how often do you meet with her, and I have to say, regarding business?
We are in constant communication, sometimes a little bit too much, where we're speaking about every situation. Something we've implemented now, which has made quite a difference, is we have a projects meeting every morning.
Great. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, more questions for Claude. Stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.